All right, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what happened. You don't have no skill set. You know what I mean?
The main event.
Yes, we're back.
The moment that you've all been waiting for. The blackout hour is here.
Yep.
Reporting live from New York. Ian is in Thailand right now. Philippines, Vietnam, other side of the world. It's a different day. He's already in Thursday. Had you run in Russell Simmons?
No, but it was he ain't ready to him. Somebody, Russell, hold your head. We're gonna talk about it. Russell, hold your head. Ooh, if they had the plane to drop the papers off to you, ooh, boy,
that's different.
Tough.
That's a different level. Man, yeah. Welcome back to Blackout. This show, as a disclaimer, this show is not financial based, although we do talk about financial topics. This is an opinion based show. We talk about news. We talk about conspiracy theories. We talk about politics. We talk about a variety of different things that's outside the scope of Market Mondays, Earn Your Leisure. So setting the tone now, we talk about relationship topics. So yes, this is a late night show for a reason. So put the kids to bed. This is
or if they ratchet, keep them up.
Yeah, this is NC-17 content, ladies and gentlemen. You know, crazy. Remember NC, because rated R, and then NC-17 was like, that was like crazy, right?
That was wild. Yeah.
But now looking back on it as an adult, 17 is still a kid. So it's like NC-17, that's not really that bad, right?
No.
In the grand scheme of life, right? Like if a 17-year-old could digest it, like before it was like NC-17, damn, that was like
provocative.
Yeah, that was super crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Hide the kids. But now it's like, yeah, 17-year-old now, it's just like,
wow,
you know,
shit.
It doesn't look that.
What would be Instagram be rated?
Man,
softcore,
hardcore,
crazy,
Skinamax, whatever rating, Skinamax.
True indeed.
Yeah, Instagram is way worse than any of those movies that came out in the 90s that had R ratings.
Absolutely, yeah.
On a daily basis.
Way worse than White Man Can't Jump when Rosie Perez popped out.
Rated R. Man. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into it. Quick announcement. Tomorrow, Earn Your Leisure, we have a special episode live stream at 9:00 Eastern Standard Time with X.
Yes.
Put on a dope presentation performance at InvestFest about artificial intelligence. Extremely intelligent. You know, one of the highest regarded people at InvestFest from the audience. Everybody said that they really enjoyed everything that she said. So gonna be coming on the platform tomorrow at 9:00 to go over AI in detail. This is gonna be from beginning level to advanced level. We're gonna teach you everything about artificial intelligence, teach you how to make money for artificial intelligence, teach you the apps to use, teach you how to use the apps, answer questions. This is like if you need to know about artificial intelligence, which everybody needs to know about it. I don't know how you can miss this. This would be ill-advised to miss. Ill-advised.
Yeah, absolutely amazing performance at InvestFest. Ton of knowledge, amazing person. If you guys missed out on the investing wave from 2020 through now, I believe in 2025 through 27, if you don't know how to use AI, you're gonna be worthless in a job market. So and as an entrepreneur, like you have to know how to use these tools or they're going to be used against you. So tune in.
That's a fact. Ian, any announcements?
Go to ianinvest.com, join redpanda.com if you want to be able to travel the world when you want to and vibe. If you want to know where to get in, where to get out, the companies to avoid, when SMCI is going to fall apart 2 months in advance. Don't say I didn't tell you. Go to ianinvest.com. Love y'all dearly. If I've made you money, please put yes in chat.
All right, we got a lot to talk about. Let's start it off with the trending topic from last week for sure. New York City Mayor
crazy
Eric Adams was indicted. I think it's three charges. I think, but I know like conspiracy to commit fraud, bribery, soliciting contributions from foreign nationals. Okay.
You're in New York. What are your thoughts?
Well, you know, for me personally, I'm always going to say you're innocent until proven guilty, because that's what the American judicial system is built on.
Yeah.
Although Instagram has thrown that rule out the window.
For real.
Instagram is you're guilty as soon as you get not even charged. You're guilty as soon as you get accused of anything. So, you know, I'm always leery about these type of charges. And I feel like, you know, I don't know. I'm just, you know, I'm leery of the federal justice system, period, from everything that's happened in the American history, especially when it comes to Black people. So, you know, I think it's interesting timing for sure.
Yeah.
To say the least. And I also feel like some of these charges is like, okay, when you really start to look at it, one of the charges, as far as, you know, working with foreign government, Turkey, and they pretty much said, like, you know, he had travel in return for some political favors. They upgraded his plane seat, I believe.
They flew him out for a favor? That's crazy.
You know, it's one of these things, man. They upgraded his plane seat. One of the things that they upgraded his plane seat from like business class to first class, or coach to first class, right? And it's just like, I don't know, man. I feel like all of these politicians are some level of corrupt, because they're getting paid, whether you're getting paid legally or you're getting paid illegally. So it's like, okay, you know, soliciting contributions by a foreign national. Would you tell me what politician at a high level in the United States Congress has not taken money from political action groups that represent foreign interest?
That's the buffer, though.
But that's what I'm saying. So that's okay, though, right? That's okay to get paid millions of dollars from a political action committee, a PAC, that represents foreign. They're not even representing American national interest. They're representing foreign national interest, foreign countries' national interest. Millions of dollars have been funded to their campaigns.
Yeah.
And in return for them getting paid millions of dollars to their campaigns and probably a bunch of other stuff, they are voting in line with the money that is getting paid to them. I mean, they talked about Clarence Thomas. Somebody paid for his kids' private schools, allegedly. So it's like, come on, man. Like,
donation.
Yeah, scholarship. So, I mean, I get it, but I just feel like there's a lot of times that if you pick and choose who you want to decide to highlight at any given moment, any of these, or at least 70% of these politicians could be caught up in bribery, corruption charges. But of course, whenever it's a Black person, it's going to make more news. And of course, Black people are going to celebrate the demise of a high-ranking Black official more than anybody in world history. So it's like, okay, we already know that regardless of anything, if they put the charges on somebody, if they Black, they know that the Black people's not going to support them. They're going to be dancing in the rain, happy.
Yeah.
Even if they don't even know anything about it. They don't even know nothing about it. I told you, I knew he was corrupt. I knew. How was your life different under his administration? I don't know. How did he hurt you? I don't know. How did his administration negatively benefit you? Not really sure. Okay.
I know last time I was in New York, it was a lot cleaner though. That little garbage can plan worked out.
Well, they're like, oh, well, all the migrants is coming. Well, who had the authority to let the migrants? Whose plan was it? Was it? Oh, it was his plan. Was it? Or was it the federal government's plan, which he actually pushed back on?
And is that why?
Allegedly.
Going back to the Diddy thing, my first thought was, who did he upset? My grandmother, who was in politics long ago, in my hometown, always told me whenever a Black person gets power of a major city, it's usually because they want a person to fall or the city to fall. Who did he upset? So, but wasn't he hanging out with the pastor with the Gucci suit? If that's the man, what with the Christian Dior?
I'm not. But you know, he also was the hip hop mayor. With the, you know, he embraced hip hop. Look, if you're guilty of doing anything, then you gotta pay the consequences, right? Yeah. I'm not an advocate for the situation because I don't really even know exactly.
Oh, he had made on everybody up there, right?
Yep. So I don't know what he did or what he didn't do. But my whole thing is just like, I'm leery of when the federal government presses charges against politicians, because we've seen this happen. We saw it happen with Marion Barry, and they like, well, Marion Barry smoked crack. He did. That's a fact.
Yeah.
But it's also a fact that he was set up. Now, I'm not saying that nobody made you actually smoke crack, but why were you set up?
Yeah.
Right. These are things that we got to start asking questions about. It's like, why would it be in the interest of FBI and all of these different agencies to set up the mayor of Washington, D.C.? Is it because he was given 60% of government contracts to black people?
We got some more leisure to earn.
It's just one of these things, man. And even Don Peoples, got his start from Marion Barry.
Yeah.
Any interview that he ever does, you say, how did you get started in real estate? He gives the same answer. I would not have been in real estate if it wasn't for Mayor Marion Barry.
Yeah. Yeah.
He made 2 black billionaires. He made Don Peoples and then also BT. People don't understand when BT started in Washington, D.C.
Very true. Yep.
And Bob Johnson, and under the tutelage, a lot of the help that was provided was through the mayor at that time. Mayors have a lot of power. So I just think that it's interesting. All of the major cities in America have black mayors for the most part. New York City, LA, Chicago,
yep.
DC, I think Philadelphia, I think they have a black mayor. So all of these major cities have black mayors, right? It's interesting that all the migrants get sent to these cities. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. There's a war going on in Denver right now, boy.
That's interesting. And it's interesting that a lot of these mayors are under political pressure. Atlanta, are they putting people in office to sabotage them so that they'll never have power again for another 30 years? Like, look, we gave you opportunity. Look, you messed it up.
And look what happened.
Don't even think about coming back in office.
Nobody bigger than the program? This one situation. Yep. Yeah, you have to know what you're getting into when you walk into that building. Be careful. Peace, prayers, and blessings. And by FBI, Rashad meant Facebook Incorporated, which is now Meta. So,
what's your thoughts on this situation?
I'm not surprised, especially after, like you said, anytime any black mayors get in power, is it done by design or by accident? When we have racial tensions higher than ever in America, we have a bunch of black mayors. We could potentially set up, like you said, 30 or 50 years where we don't have another one if things don't go well. The Diddy stuff, music industry, I don't think this is a coincidence by at all. Like, so if I can demonize you, put you in jail, and if you don't go with what we say, we're going to use whatever you did against you in our court of law. It's pretty tough, man.
And then the Southern District of New York head prosecutor, he's black, and he's been in front of the cameras a lot. Is that a coincidence?
Speaking. Shout out to him, though. He's doing his job.
Is it a coincidence?
Timing. There's a lot of money made on this case. There's a lot of careers, especially in the political season. I told everybody in Stock Club, even when these like indictments happen, did they happen pre or post recession? They don't happen as much when the economy is well. So you gotta be mindful.
So yeah, but we'll see. But like I said, I mean, my whole thing is let's let the system play out. Let's let it play out, right? Before we jump to conclusions. But to me, I mean, I don't trust any politician. I don't have trust in the political process. I participate in the political process. I don't have trust in the political process. So I don't look at any politician as a great person, because I know that you have to compromise morals, integrity if you want to become a politician. And if you don't, then you're going to be quickly removed from your seat. We've seen that happen. So I'm not like defending Mayor Adams because I think he's a politician. So, but I'm also not going to just throw him to the wolves and just say like, yeah, he's the worst person, because I understand we had a mayor called Rudolph Giuliani. He's a real criminal.
Allegedly.
No, that's a fact. Convicted. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, it's like, you know, let's look at this. Let's look at this entirety. Let's look at this thing in its entirety.
Yeah.
Right. We're just so quick to just demonize somebody. I mean, let's look at the history of politics and understand that this isn't nothing new. And even if he is guilty of doing this,
it's the rules of engagement.
You out of your mind if you think that 90% of the other people are not doing the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the guy that gets caught cheating on his test in college. Okay, he got caught cheating on the test in college. Are you supposed to cheat on your test in college? No. If you don't think that there's hundreds of other people on that campus in that class that's not doing the same thing, you out of your mind.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, come on, man.
50 said politics and religion, so I'm skating lightly. Great takeaway. Dame, I love you, but despite what you said, 50 dropped a lot of valuable information. But Dame, I do love you so much from the bottom of my heart. Please stop, though.
Gotta stop, man. Gotta stop.
Please stop. I love you dearly.
Please. Hard stop. Hard stop.
Speaking of crazy, hard stop. What do you think about this Cardi B and Offset situation, and what are the lessons to take away from it?
Stay off the internet. Stay off the internet. I know. You
gotta get on the internet if you get blocked, though.
Who got blocked?
Offset.
No, I'm saying when I say stay off the internet, I'm talking about Cardi B.
Oh,
I love Cardi. I love Cardi. And I feel like the reason why Cardi B became who she is because she's a
real one. Yeah.
Like, she came up. Dominican girl from High Bridge, stripper, Sue's Ronnie, like, then loving hip hop.
Yep.
Like,
big personality. Yep.
Blood. Every part of her journey was authentic. None of that was manufactured. Getting her teeth fixed, all of that was authentic. So it's like people fell in love with her personality even before the music.
Yeah.
And then she actually put out good music, which matched. But people have stayed with her because she's authentic. That's really who she is.
Yeah.
You could tell like
she's not playing a character. That's her.
She's not playing a character. Like, this is really who she is, right? In real time. And I love that. But you are a global superstar. At some point in time, you got to take things into consideration.
If this is what got her here, though, why should she change?
Because sometimes you got to elevate past what got you here, right? Sometimes what got you here is one thing, but now you can still be true to yourself. You can still be the same person, but you can't do everything. Like being on Instagram Live, airing out your relationship, then arguing with Offset. He's in the comments and you are like,
he shouldn't be arguing and saying, you know what I mean?
100% fact.
That was foul.
But nobody wants to keep it offline. That's my number one rule in life. That's B.I.G. Rest in peace. Biggs, my favorite line. Problems with my wife, don't discuss them. I never forgot that line. I remember I heard that line when I was 12 years old, and I never forgot. It stayed with me my whole life. If I got problems, I'm not going to the internet. If I got problems with my friends, right? If me and you have a problem, if anybody I'm not going to the internet to air it out.
Yeah.
Because this is one thing I learned. And this is a gem in relationships, in any type of relationship. The reason why you don't go public about things is because you and your girl, y'all might have an argument, right? And you know things about each other personally, right?
Yeah.
In the heat of the moment, you're gonna say things to get under somebody's skin, to irritate them, to to try to really hurt them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you and your girl said, if me and you, if me and Troy, if we the only people that hear it,
it's different.
We can have a conversation.
Yeah.
Afterwards, we can come to a resolution. We can apologize. We can still move on.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is that when you have that same conversation in the public,
in that public disrespect,
now what happens is that somebody else heard it. And then somebody else is going to hear it because they're going to tell somebody else. They're going to tell somebody else. So now you really can't come back from that, right? Because the things that we said to each other privately, which we could have just kept it and nobody knew about it. Now the whole world knows about it. So now you've embarrassed me in front of my best friend. Now you've embarrassed me in front of my mom. Now you embarrassed me in front of my sister. So even if I want to forgive you, even if I want to move on,
you look chump if you,
exactly.
Yep.
Now pride is not going to let me do it because I got other people that's looking at me. Now, if you disrespect me in front of all of these people, and then I forgive you, now they all going to think that it's sweet. Now
your girl going to think it's sweet. Oh, you didn't say that way? And was going crazy. Oh my God. Hey, fellas, certain shit you got to check just to keep respecting the house.
So now it's open season.
Yeah.
Because now everybody knows, you could talk to him crazy. That scenario I just gave was just around a few people. Yeah. Now you got millions of people, right? Now you airing it out on Instagram. You got millions of people that actually hear. Now you can never come back. When you're saying things like you had sex while you was pregnant, that to me is crazy. But that's a different story.
A lot of y'all girls be having sex while they pregnant, though. Y'all just don't know.
With somebody else?
Shit, okay.
That's
wicked.
That's
and y'all gotta quit going to go cheat on a little business trip and think that they not busting their move while you on the business. You think you slick, not checking in, not FaceTime. Hey baby, I'm conference call. What? Okay.
Conference call. Yo, okay. I'm gonna tell you, man, if you don't learn nothing from this, keep all issues in-house. And that's like these dudes online. Like, if they don't understand, like, once you cross lines publicly, you can never come back privately. These people disrespect you publicly and apologize in private.
Yep. Don't hit my phone.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They'll disrespect you publicly and then privately apologize. Yeah. Once you cross lines publicly, there's no coming back from it because now you've opened a window that didn't need to be open. So that's just my theory on life. There's never a need, like, you're never going to see me airing out any ex, business partner, family member. If I have a problem, it's a real problem, and we're going to speak on that time. But I'm not going to go to the internet to use it as my therapy session with a psychologist. Like I'm talking to a psychologist, and that to me is a sign of weakness and a red flag. If you ever see a man doing that, that means that they're emotionally unstable.
Yeah, he unstable because he about to lose his girl. One of them motherfuckers from the Knicks or Nets about to hop on his girl.
But just in general, if you see a man on the internet going crazy, that means that technically they're a bitch. Technically. Respectfully.
You're a bitch.
But what's your thoughts on this Offset situation?
Man, I fuck with Cardi. I fuck with Offset. I hate this for both of them. We got to have an honest conversation, though. Who started the disrespect publicly first? Was it him or her? So I was on a live, and they got the glitching. I said, "Oh, this boy's FaceTiming the shit out of her. Oh boy, she ain't picking up." And listen, fellas, like you got to know what you get into, right? So if you date somebody from all four of them,
the Bronx. What's up with you? Let's clear this up.
The Bronx.
What's up with you? What's up with you in the Bronx? What's up with you in the Bronx? Shout out to the Bronx.
Shout out to Gun Hill. I have a little baby over there. You know what I mean? The Bronx fuck with me. But listen,
like yo, Ian, we gotta. What is the issue with you?
We're not gonna make an internet narrative. I fuck with the Bronx. But you know, okay, we're gonna be real. If you fuck with a chick from the Bronx and you act a certain way, and I don't play on my face, she gonna go and say less and get on that little live with that fucking ring light and go the fuck off. You gotta know who to play with. Even people be like, "Oh man, I can't believe she would do that." Cardi's the kind of person that told you, "No, okay, you want to play, I'm gonna play." And let's be real, the boy been moving foul.
Whoa! Time out! TV timeout. Dirty macking on a play.
I'm not. I don't want Cardi.
That's a 30-yard penalty. That's a 30-yard penalty.
Dog, the boy been moving foul. You know how many times Offset got caught?
Dirty macking on the play, bro.
Okay.
I don't know nothing about that.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, fellas. Take it off him. Pause. If you're going to move around and get caught 17 times, you have to know when your girl reaches a breaking point and she not done fucking with you. I saw how mad he got when he said King Yella hopped on her. So what you gonna do?
Ooh.
We're gonna start a Chicago business. Shout out to King Yella.
Shout to King Yella. I'm not sure who that is.
But if Chef G,
shout out.
Go get it, you know what I mean? She go get with a gorilla. Boy, you lucky Casanova. Boy, it's a few of them gorillas in New York. Hey, and I think it's a bigger conversation we got to have about, fellas, you got to move correctly. And don't get me wrong, like we've all done wrong. Cool. But if you get caught 52 times, and then because they're gonna look at the quality of woman that you're messing with, and it's another crazy thing. Why is the chick you messing with DMing your girl? You got to do better. You got to pick better, yo. I'm not blaming him, but some of y'all be moving reckless, and then your girl get upset. It's tough. She punched that boy in the stomach. Got on Twitter and said, "And did." Oh my God, my chest hurt for him.
And did what?
And let somebody knock her down.
Oh no, that's. You can never
You can't come back.
You can never.
And for all the women who was like, "Oh, she was playing, she just tried to hurt him." Sometimes you can go too far.
No, for sure.
Yeah, what's her sister name? Moet? Well, what's her name? She
Hennessy.
Shout out to Hennessy. Hennessy don't look too bad. So you gonna play a dirty game?
Moet's crazy.
You're gonna play a dirty game, and that boy going. All right, be careful. Be careful, but treat people how you want to be treated. And fellas, quit. Be honorable in how you move around. If you're doing your thing properly, your girl will bring them to you as a reward and a bonus. How about we have a little extra fun? You think me and my friend lay him up?
The lay package.
Thank you. You gonna bring me treats for the holiday? Thank you. Move honorably. All jokes aside, though. If you married that woman, and I'm not going to pile on him, but like, we've all been through breakups and the co-parenting. It's like you want to get caught and not see your kids for something you saw in the strip club. Then you pay and you get caught, and then and it's another thing. A lot of y'all be tricking off, not realizing the ones that you paying to be with, they're gonna line you up one way or another. They're going to line you up for the extortion by telling on you. They're going to line you up with some people in the street. Going back to y'all being nasty. If you can't just go get some work off your own talent and own dick, you're moving wrong anyway. You got to hold it down. Please. Mistake. So, what I know. Okay. But it brings me to my next question. If you're going to cheat, should you cheat up? Or should you like cheat down? Because clearly he was in the muddy pile.
Well, you should never cheat.
True.
Right? It's like robbery. Should you rob a rich person or should you rob a poor person? Well, you shouldn't rob anybody.
True. Gotcha.
But if you let's get that out the way right now.
Yeah.
But okay. Let's think this through. For the purposes of entertainment purposes only.
Mm-hmm.
There's advantages and disadvantages on both. If you cheat up, right, the advantage you would think would be that it would be less room for them to start telling because they have something to lose also.
Absolutely.
Or they actually have more to lose than you do.
Yep.
And if you cheat down, you would think that the opposite would be true, right? They don't really have anything to lose, so there's like
danger zone.
Danger zone for sure, for sure. But if you cheat down, you might be able to get more loyalty because they actually need you, as opposed to if you cheat up, they don't really need you; they just want you.
And cheat downs be erratic though.
Well, like I said, either way, you're going to get screwed in this situation. It's like robbing somebody. Either way, you're going to go to jail.
It's a lose-lose.
It's a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
But you asked me the question, so just hypothetically, if I was looking at this from a lawyer, like analytical perspective, I would kind of frame it that there could potentially be pros
and cons to both.
Pros and cons for sure.
Fellas, quit cheating. Do what I do. Go on a little break. Hey, we need to take a little break. You ain't right. Pow pow. Oh my God, how you meet her?
How long is your break?
It depends on how she act. The stupider you act, the stupider I'm gonna be. Te amo. It just depends. Sometimes they be permanent, but you know.
Have you learned Spanish yet?
Poquito. I'm learning Duolingo. That's the crazy part.
Poquito?
Yeah, poquito. My little Bronx baby wants. I ain't gonna teach you Espanol, so you go get all the bitch. Girl, teach me, please. I'll be more little. Please teach me. I'm trying to bust a move. You know what I mean? Day of the Dead coming up in November. I'm trying to be in Mexico City.
Day of the Dead.
I'm gonna teach you, so you go get you a Dominican. They already got me. What you mean?
They already got me. They already got me. It's crazy. Okay. Yeah. What's the craziest conspiracy theory you believe in?
Oh, it's a couple. How deep in this rabbit hole I want to go. I truly believe, shot to be 613, that, and I'm not talking in reference to bin Laden, but when there are certain dictators that have supposedly passed, if you travel to other countries and you see the regalia of another country in another country 2,000 miles away, did that dictator die when it was reported that he died after that war?
Oh, what?
Also,
what explain? Well, what does that mean? What are you saying?
I'm trying to stay out of trouble. So hypothetically, if a person was in one European country, and then if you go to a South American country and there's regalia that is similar to the one in Eastern European, maybe he did his 1-2 and made another family elsewhere and then died.
Exiled instead of executed?
Yes, sir. And I also don't believe one of the biggest pop stars in the world died when they said he did either.
Michael Jackson?
You said it, not me. You said it, not me. So, yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
Craziest conspiracy theories. Okay,
I actually even better one. You think Russell gonna get locked up or no? They went to Bali on a plane and dropped that paperwork on that boy.
So what happened? What happened with that situation?
I don't know. He thought he was gonna hide out and be an island boy, and then a couple of days ago they brought the paperwork to him.
Who brought paperwork? Lawyer?
No, it was a federal agency who brought it.
What kind of paperwork was it? Indictment paperwork or a lawsuit?
No.
Lawsuit?
Yeah, lawsuit. You can't escape the nastiness. But all you child predators, boy, can't escape it. Man, it's not the only industry. The Vince McMahon documentary out, very fascinating. Predator, Harvey Weinstein, the whole music, film, fashion. That's a lot of. It just depends on who they want to get. I don't know how they put all those charges on him, and then there's certain clothing labels that have been notorious for engaging in solicitation at the highest offer, and it's never been brought up in the public. So it's interesting times.
Interesting times.
Interesting times. Yep.
Okay. What industries are more sinister than the music industry?
Shit, film, oil and gas, pharma. If you look at Chiquita Banana and the shot to everybody in Colombia, but how they use the mercenaries to take over certain land to be able to build there. Like if you look at the history of some of these companies, like prior to 1950, De Beers, there was a lot of murdering and raping and pillaging. And I'm not making excuses for the music industry, but across the board, there have been a bunch of companies who have done foul shit. Like we saw Prigozhin get shot out of a plane in 4K, and 2 days later, nobody talked about it. Not saying that the boy wasn't foul and a bunch of stuff he did. I get it. But there are other things that have happened and people that have been killed, and that's been swept under the rug. No issue.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is
Coca-Cola, like Coca-Cola caused diabetes at scale in Mexico for the last 40 years and paid for him to become president. Nobody said it. Like people were shocked when I said that on Market Monday. It's like, what? I'm like, Buffett helped get him in. What?
Yeah.
We're just getting to the tip of the iceberg.
I mean, I feel like music industry obviously is very salacious because who's involved in it. But like you said, there's a bunch of different industries that's more sinister than the music business. But I'm gonna go with the number one, in my opinion. Politics. That's why I said I don't believe in politics, because
timeout on a play. 50 what are you doing? Pick another industry. What? Diamonds? Just pick something else.
Diamond industry.
Nope. I'm not gonna let you do it. Nope. Mm-mm.
All right. To be continued.
To be continued. Yep.
To be continued.
On Tubi.
With Billy Carson.
Facts.
Okay. Adrian Peterson.
Man, rest in peace.
Right. You said rest in peace. He's not dead.
Financially, yes.
Yo, Adrian Peterson. All right, let's play this clip, please.
According to the USA Today, a Houston judge has ordered AP to surrender property to satisfy the debt. Constables have been ordered to seize assets from his home. A court-appointed receiver has accused Peterson of playing a shell game in order to avoid payment.
Okay. Wow. Adrian Peterson, the last non-quarterback MVP.
Mm-hmm. Hell of a ball player.
$100 million earnings, is now in debt and broke. I
think 15 million in the hole or something like that.
Yeah. What
lessons can we take away from this to help? Because I keep telling them, it doesn't matter how much money you get, it's your plan and what you do with it. But I saw once he threw that birthday party and he flew everybody out first class. I'm like, I don't know 300 people that I want to even fly anywhere in a lifetime, let alone first class. Like, if you won't buy your own tickets to come celebrate me, I don't need you around.
Yeah, I think this goes back to financial literacy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It really goes back to spending more money than you actually are making,
mm-hmm.
not fully estimating things correctly, not budgeting, not having proper investments, having too many kids. I think AP got like 12 kids, something like that. I mean, you name it. Probably every mistake that you can make as far as mismanagement of money, he probably made. And now you can see, I mean, yeah, it's 196 million, but I would like to see how much of that was actually guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Then, so it's not like he never had $100 million at one time.
True.
Right? He's getting paid yearly. He has taxes that he has to pay. He has ongoing expenses that he's paying throughout the course of the year. All of the money is not guaranteed. So, I mean, it sounds a little bit more crazier than it probably is. And then once you stop playing, if you're not an NFL analyst on, one of these networks,
yeah,
it's going to be difficult to make a living, right? What do you do? So now, see, the problem with this thing, and this is a financial conversation, with these guys, their income is high for a short period of time.
Period of time, yeah, a few years.
As their income is high, so is their expenses. So if they're making $15 million a year, their expenses probably $12 million a year, right? And it's okay while they're actually still making $15 million a year. The problem is that when you're done playing, now you go from 15 to 0, and now you still have $12 million.
Crazy.
So even if you find a way to even make $1 million a year, right? Signing autographs and doing speaking engagements or whatever, right? I mean, well, that's still very short of the $12 million a year that you're spending on different mortgages that you have, on your car payments, on your child support payments, on your alimony, on your friends. So now you start to cut back on things, but it's still not enough to cut back on.
Living up to the perception still.
Right. Then if you have money in reserves, now you got to start liquidating that very quickly, because you got to use that money to live. This is a recipe in a few years. This is why I think like 70% of NFL players file for bankruptcy 5 years after they're done playing, because now you can see in a very short period of time, you're done. So that's true with anything in life, right? That's why it's important to live below your means. That's why it's important to invest. Make sure that you invest money, stash money away, right? Like keep your expenses low, because at some point in time, when you're not making as much money as you were before previously, you got to prepare for that.
Absolutely. Be free and clear. Stop the dumb spending. I know it's tough. Blessings to him. The crazy part is like when you make that kind of income and then you lose it, people don't have any sympathy for you. And going back to another thing 50 said, Dame, I love you, but you have to appear as if you need no one for anything. Now, if everyone knows that you're broke, your rate for everything is going to be cut in half. Speaking, appearances, club, whatever, podcast. It's like, bro, you have no leverage anymore. So you got to be it doesn't matter how much money you make. Tyson went through this. Adrian Peterson went through this. It's a bunch of people who are going to go through this. Thank God, like Reebok put that money aside for Iverson, but you have to plan for when things are going to go awry. I think the number one rule as an investor is to always think about worst case scenario and what can you do. Also, and pay your shit off. I know 2 years ago, everybody was like, oh, that is good. I hear you. Until you got to make those payments. Until you got to make those payments.
Yeah. And the thing also is that, like I said, you always, life's golden rule is to spend more money than you make, and that difference, which is called disposable income, you have to invest that.
Yeah,
that's a recipe for wealth. That's really that's the
spend less than you make. You mean
30s? Huh?
Spend less than you make.
Spend less than you make.
Yeah.
What did I say? Make. What did I say? The opposite.
You said the opposite. Yeah.
Spend less than you make and invest the difference. That's your disposable income. That is the recipe to become rich. It don't matter how much money you make. If you make $100,000 a year, you gotta spend 50. You gotta find a way to spend 50.
Yeah.
It's gonna be difficult, but you gotta do it.
You gotta do it.
You gotta do it.
Yeah.
If you make 10 million, you gotta find a way to spend 3 million. You gotta find a way to spend.
Cut back. Yep.
Cut back. It's important.
That's why I say when you guys are like, should I invest first? Should I pay off debt? I'm like, after you pay off the debt, there's no return on upside. Let's say you have a mortgage or credit card bills, 22% maximum return is what you're going to get by not having a debt. You're going to miss out on 500% not investing. Mistake. So invest for the long term. I feel bad for him. I pray an amazing deal or partnership comes this way. But yeah, it's definitely unfortunate. Speaking of unfortunate, fellas, if your girl going live like how Cardi did, that's the setup for the lineup. Like after the breakup, it's coming 3 stages. First, they're gonna post a little positive relationship quotes. I need a man who would love me through it all. Da, da, da. That's phase 1. Phase 2, she starts to get a little saucy in that gym and get to posting them gym photos. Phase 3 is getting on that live. Cardi's smart, man. She lined up that live because a lot of times when they do that live, they're announcing to the world, "Yo, I'm done fucking with him. Come get me."
For sure. When somebody goes public with a breakup,
oh yeah,
that's because they are making a public announcement that they're single.
Yep.
Because you could just quietly be single. When you see somebody going public that they have broken a relationship, that's an announcement that they're available.
I'm fielding offers. Yep.
Fact.
Oh, she popped up in Paris with somebody. Who was this? See, ooh, Offset about to go through it. Ooh,
but that, that's the boy that that's the dude that from Morocco, I believe. Remember we talked about him.
Yeah.
The divorce. Remember that he's the dude that left all the money to his mom.
Oh yeah. Oh, and they gonna bond over the mutual divorce. The trauma bond right into the clap. Oh my God. Somebody check on Offset. If you're gonna bust a move, make sure when you bust your move, your upgrade is better than her upgrade.
Well, it's gonna be tough. I was listening to Academics. Actually, he talked about this. Shout out to him, but he was saying that his whole thing was that neither one of them could really upgrade from each other. He brought up a good point because he looked at it from an Offset standpoint. It's going to be hard to upgrade from Cardi, not necessarily from a look standpoint, but from she's lit. Like Cardi B, one of the biggest stars in the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's one of the biggest stars in the world. She's a bigger artist than him. Like, you know what I mean? If you really look at it like that, like global superstar, and she helped him out a lot as far as his career path.
Yeah.
When things was a little rocky, right? She lent, so it's gonna be hard to find who else in the entertainment space, who else has that much notoriety as her. She had 3 kids all by him. Like, it's going, you could just upgrade to just a random Instagram person that you find, but it's gonna be hard to upgrade somebody that it's a higher celebrity status,
or maybe an upgrade in a different way. She could be bad and bring peace.
Well, I'm just saying that, but then from Cardi's standpoint, it's going to be hard to upgrade stature. Like, let's be honest, like she got 3 kids, right? Going through a divorce.
Is somebody who will land that plane?
No, there's a lot of people that will. I'm just saying, as far as
there's a lot of simpletons out here.
The status of Offset, though.
Shit, no. If this picture true, she already did it.
But that's just the picture. That's the picture.
She's smiling. Both them smiling hard.
Nah, man, we not.
We ain't putting on the jacket. Hey, Offset, do what I do. Go post some little relationship photos back to back with the little vibe music on it. You'll find some real quick.
But salute to Offset, though.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Offset. Shout out to Cardi also. Okay.
And shout out to the Bronx. I fuck with y'all.
BX Borough.
Yep.
Facts.
My next New York trip, I may pop out with something from the Bronx.
What are some first world problems that are crippling us?
Shit. I think one of the biggest ones, I think California is the first state to ban Fruit Loops and cereals with artificial dyes. Our food supply is terrible. There's a lot of things we can go to. Rate of drug overdose, education is terrible, quality of life. Even like all the Americans that like to go outside of the country is for the quality of life and quality of food. There shouldn't be that much arbitrage in other places where there's benefit to going elsewhere. So I think we need to clean up our food and drug administration and get some better options for food. And I think we have too much waste. But if we just look at the food supply and how much negative effects it has on our health, well-being, livelihood, rates of reproduction, productivity in school, productivity at work, that can be directly tied to the food source and what we're eating on a daily basis. So that's one. Insecticides, like, once again, we talk about puff and all that. All the cancer that Monsanto has caused allegedly over the last 30 years from spraying. Come on, man. Come on. There's like some glaring problems staring at us right in our face. And nobody, but Mark Zuckerberg for 2 years is on Congress talking about Cambridge Analytica. Like, y'all spraying all the fucking crops and giving people cancer. What? Come on, man. It's corrupting children's brains to be on IG. They have to make an IG for kids. Where is the non-spray? I can't even find watermelon with black seeds in it unless I go to a farmer's market. Like, what are we talking about? So,
yeah.
I
feel that one of the first world problems is social media. It's a problem. And,
why?
Well, we just spent half the show talking about social media breakup, right? It's caused a lot of toxic elements in relationships. It's caused people to have low self-esteem. It's caused suicide rates. It's caused anorexia. It's caused people being defrauded and scammed out of millions of dollars. So I mean, this Instagram thing has a lot of benefits for sure. Mm-hmm. It's been beneficial, but it's a lot of negative things as well. And that's why it's like China, they have strict ban on what you can see and what you can't see. I always say having a dictator is not a bad thing.
I agree.
It's if you have a bad dictator, because sometimes you got to protect people from themselves. Yep. See, America, we have liberty. But everybody doesn't deserve to have liberty.
Yeah. The companies that are kingdoms.
The reason why China was able to move so quickly is because they have limited access to information, and they have a government that when they want to do something, they're actually able to do it.
Yeah.
So the limited access to information means that people really can't argue about too much stuff, right?
Yeah.
And if they do, there's consequences for it. Now you might say, like, then that's terrible way to live. Well, it's working.
And the information that we get isn't pure. That's
exactly. So we just get a bunch of different. It's not like we get information that's meant to actually help move society forward. We just get variety of information on both sides just to keep people arguing and fighting with each other. It's not helping. It's not. It's not helping the situation. It just keeps you on Instagram all day arguing and fighting with each other for no reason. UAE, you can't do that. Like there's limited which you can see in the UAE. It's working. It's a workable. It's a working model. You can say what you want about it, like, oh, well, that's not democracy. No, it's not democracy.
And we live in a republic.
Yeah, democracy is not something that is always beneficial, right? Look in Africa. You force democracy on these people. That's not the African way. The African way was always kingdoms.
Mm-hmm.
What is a king? King, everybody loves the word king, but hates the word dictator. Well, what do you think a king is? Yeah. A dictator. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy if you really think about it. Everybody, yo, what's up, king? Like, we love kings. We love the idea of having we love the idea of being a king until you actually realize a king is actually a dictator.
And the responsibilities that come with it.
Right? So if you have a good king, but he's still a king. If you have a good king, he's a good king, but he's still a king. That means that it's his decision solely. That's a dictator.
Yeah.
Right. And that's currently happening. You look at Saudi Arabia, they don't have a government how we have it. They have a kingdom. The UAE, they have a kingdom. China doesn't have a kingdom per se, but Communist Party, they pretty much pick and choose who they want. I mean, it's not free, open how we have things, like, you know what I mean? And like you said, even our freedom is not free. Look at people on Instagram that went against what they wanted them to post, and they were quickly removed off of the platform.
Yes.
Right. So if this was a real
deplatformed, if
this was a true freedom of speech, you could say whatever you want, then everybody should be able to say whatever they want equally.
Nope. It doesn't work that way. And even the limited amount of candidates that we get in the presidential cycle. And I mean, even if you look at the electoral college, do we ever really get to pick who is going to be? I think Bernie Sanders was a prime example of, like, we don't get to pick who runs. And if it's my company or country, why would I let the people pick what's best? It's all an illusion.
I mean, from the beginning, politics is run by corporations and big money. Even the idea of picking a president, what is that? How does it even make sense? It should be one vote counts as one vote. You have not only the electoral college, but you have all of these different rules in place, and it's like when Donald Trump beat Hillary Clinton, he lost the election by 5 million votes.
Yeah.
He lost the election by 5 million votes. Why does somebody in North Dakota vote mean more than somebody in New Jersey? Because they wanted it as the states have to have equal prime. Maybe in 1700 that made sense when there was 6 states, but it makes no sense now when there's 300 million people, right? Because now what you do is you have the whole entire presidential election comes down to 6 states, right? Every other state does not matter. New York State doesn't matter because it's going to vote Democrat regardless, right?
Indiana doesn't matter.
Alabama doesn't matter because it's going to vote Republican.
Immediate red. Yep.
So it's like you have billions of dollars being spent, and everything that's on the line comes down to Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, like 6 states.
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
Hyper concentration. To all y'all who kept saying Buffett has 68,000 stop. A core few. And everything it's the 80-20 rule or the 95-5 rule. It always comes down to just a few has the biggest impact on everything.
Like if I was the political parties, I wouldn't leave none of those states. I wouldn't even care about none of the other states because what's the incentive? It don't matter. If I was the Democrats or Republicans, I would just set up shop
for 3 years, ain't it?
Round every year. I wouldn't leave. I wouldn't leave. I would give the people. I would make those states the most happiest states in America.
Yep.
I would flood those states with infrastructure. I would flood those states with money. I would make sure that they know where the money's coming from. I would
programs,
nonstop campaigns. I would do nonstop ads, and every other state I wouldn't care about until I needed to care about them.
Yeah.
New Jersey, I wouldn't care about New Jersey at all.
I care about New Jersey.
No, I'm saying I wouldn't care about it if I have no vested interest in winning a state. What's the point? What like? But that's the political process that we live in.
Mm-hmm.
That's the political process that we currently live in right now. They have no incentive to spend money in running ads in New Jersey. They have no incentive in spending money to run ads in Connecticut or New York.
Or even Texas. Texas turned red by 4 o'clock. Like come on, what are we talking about? A lot of this is illusion and veneer at best.
It's the illusion of inclusion.
Mm-hmm.
The illusion of inclusion. They make it seem like you're part of the process. They make it seem like you matter, but you don't. You really don't matter.
Yeah.
If you want to be honest about it, you don't matter.
Yeah. And that kind of treatment is what has led to the decline in the country and how companies treat people. It's had a negative effect, and it may be the nail in the coffin for us. So, yeah. Are we going to tell who we're going to vote for in November?
Who you think's going to win?
I think it's almost impossible for Kamala to not win at this point.
He says it's impossible for her not to win.
I don't see how she. I mean, and someone asked me this question for the show. It's like, will she ever do an interview where certain questions are not prompted a certain way? And I'm like, no. But if I'm on her campaign and you saw me shellac him in that debate, no, fucking Loaded Lux 3-0. You sounded crazy with they're eating dogs, right? Shout to his camp, cool. But my thing is like, if I beat you fair one time, why go back for the double back when you weren't prepared? Nothing in life is fair. Business, politics, sports, government, the illusion of, hey, if you do X and Y, it equals Z. It's not always that. Even in that debate, there were certain questions they were allowed to ask her, and they were not able to push back on her as a part of the arrangement for the speaking versus him. If I have the power and I'm in control, and I'll put in my rider too. Certain thing, even with the Eric Adams thing, I'm not flying coach to go to fucking North Dakota as me or South Dakota as me, let alone the fucking mayor of New York. What? Bitch, clear the whole plane out. All of JetBlue. Let me get JetBlue Mint, motherfucker, by myself. Are you crazy? No. This is how countries and governments have always worked. And I think for the longest time, we've been sold the illusion of it's different. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off and say what it is. I don't see how he can currently win unless he goes on a hell of a media campaign and then actually puts together a plan and has a way to make those promises come true. But once you lose the trust, it's over with. And all the back end, how much money has she raised since she announced? And then you got Hefe, Barry, and Nancy back on the two. That's tough. You think her husband picked all the fucking stock picks accurately to support her and her not win?
Yeah. Well, the thing about it too is that it's a few things to think about. It's a thing called racism in America, and we don't know how much that's going to play. Like, we don't know how much these people will vote. Racists will vote against their own interest just because they're racist. So the fact that she's a black woman, there's variables that go into that we won't know until election day, right? We won't know if rural voters in Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, if they really just going to say, you know, I don't care about anything. I'm not going to vote for somebody that's a black woman. I don't care about anything else. Doesn't even matter. And like, whatever. That we had to see how that actually plays out. So I wouldn't count Trump out yet. And I also think that the Republicans are going to use everything at their disposal. They're already trying to limit voting registration, North Carolina, like they're trying to all of that political games that they're going to play. Yeah. They're going to play that on the highest level possible. A lot of those states have Republican governors, so it's not going to be just like a layup.
No, it's not going to be a landslide. But if you're a black person that has support from the white backing and white institutions, can racism beat the algorithm?
Can racism beat the algorithm? That's yeah. Can racism beat the algorithm?
And there's many layers to that. Some of which I won't touch. But let's just go base level. If you look on social media, from whether it's your real account or your Finsta, who has more traction on there now?
Racism versus the algorithm. She's definitely the algorithm. She's the algorithm because, like you said, Fortune 500 companies, establishment, Vanguard, everybody want her to win. They want her to win. I think generally most just regular people outside of like Republican stronghold, they're comfortable with her winning. Can racism beat the algorithm?
It's tough.
Because remember, it already did. Donald Trump wasn't supposed to be a Republican candidate anyway.
At all. Nope.
He was never the establishment's candidate. He went through Jeb Bush, Chris Christie, all of these guys that are traditional establishment.
Legacy, Mitt Romney, like
facts. He's already a rebel because his core, they already did impossible things already.
And it's really tough when you have that much backing, you are agreeable to that system, and the timing was impeccable. Like, it's a lot of layers, but I don't know if the Republican Party can beat the algorithm in time. Listen, Jeb Bush made them fucking Al Gore votes pop up in a swamp.
That's what I'm saying. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
Can racism beat
the algorithm? That's the real race. And if the racists that own the algorithm decide, it's like when we get traction on IG for certain things, like Meta, they'll tell you, oh, okay. Like if I post something and it's not at 500 likes in 10 minutes, I'm like, Zuckerberg didn't like this one. Okay, cool. When you get immediate traction,
you got Elon. Elon, he's the algorithm.
Absolutely.
And he's on the other side of. He's on the other side.
Absolutely. But that's because Elon wants to. I'm telling you, Elon is going to be the richest man in America, and also is going to be a supervillain by the end of his life. He gonna do some Iron Man shit that we'll never think of. And I've been on record about this forever. Super smart. Super smart. Like, how can a person that is not native of this country end up being the world's richest man in this country? Don't fight the algorithm. That's my version of nobody bigger than the program. The algorithm, that BlackRock, Vanguard, JP, Citadel, powers that be, them upper layers, the shadow go. Ooh.
She's the algorithm. All the momentum is on her side right now.
Yeah.
And she has not done anything to like really
misstep.
Yeah, she hasn't had like any major mishap at all.
Yeah.
And I think she's playing it safe, which, like you said, it's not a. I know people would like her to be more risky, but it's like if you're winning by 6 points, you play protection. Now that could be dangerous.
It can be.
That's still enough room for you to lose.
Yeah,
that's still enough room for them to hit 2 threes, and now the game is tied up. It's not like you're up by 20 points and you can just say, okay, like we put the bench in the game. So it's a dangerous strategy from that regard. But I think they're looking at it like, look, man, it's 1 month left. As long as we don't do anything stupid
to mess up, no scandals come out. Everybody tight NDA. Cool. Hey, silencio. And then you don't want to upset a potential person that could end up being the ruler of the free world. That's not the side. Mitigation of risk is really important, especially when we have all this civil unrest. We talk about the strike at the ports. People don't care about all this messy shit that's going on. They want a leader that will actually be able to bring in some change. You can argue we should be able to do it, but we know from his track record what he was able to do and not do. Once again, I keep saying, like, the decorum that he's displayed at times would not be acceptable out of a person that ran a donut shop.
Trump?
Yep.
Oh no, he's unhinged. He's unhinged. So you got Kamala winning the election.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Hey, Queen, somebody invite. When she was in a debate and she flipped her hair, when a black woman flipped her hair and she telling you, I said, ooh, hair was silky too. I said, boy.
Nah, the win. I mean, the win is well, for Troy, neither one of us never said that she was gonna lose. To be fair about the situation. When Joe Biden,
it was my thing was Biden cannot win.
We had a whole different. They had a whole different switch of people. It's literally a different person. Joe Biden had we were actually right about that. That's why he dropped out historically.
Well, they made him step down.
Allegedly, we said that there was no way that Trump was going to lose when Joe Biden was running. We was 100% right about that. That's why it was a historical moment.
Yeah, that
I think that's the first time that ever happened in history. An incoming president voluntarily stepped down 3 months before the election. That's never happened before ever in American history. So we were actually right about that, because if they would have kept trajectory, Trump would have beat him in the landslide.
Troy said, we said she's still not going to win. Okay.
I never said that.
Clip it up. Troy, can you clip it up if that's true?
Please. We never said that once she became the forerunner, we never even gave a prediction whether she was going to lose or not. We definitely didn't say that she had no chance of winning. That's cap.
Yeah.
That's cap.
My boy said, remember this moment. I'm going to remember you saying Archie Manning as fast as Michael Vick, too. The fuck is up with that? And we want to clip me up saying that, too. But who Archie Bunker as fast as Michael Archie?
Okay.
Archie Bunker.
Okay. If you're going to quote it, if you're going to quote it correctly. Never said he was fast as Michael Vick.
Okay.
I said, is he in the conversation as one of the fastest to play the position?
Ever.
That's what I said.
Ever.
The fastest at that position. Never said that he's the fastest athlete. Never said he was faster than Tyreek. I said, is he going to be in the conversations as one of the fastest to play the position, as in the quarterback position?
You put him.
That's what I said.
You put him in the top 3 ever.
I said it with his top speed. So here's the thing about top speed, right? If you look at his top speed of 20.7, that was faster than Tyreek's top speed of this year. Not saying that all time. Obviously, Tyreek has run faster time.
Yeah.
But of 2024, when he had an 80-yard run, his top speed was 20.3. The Manning kid was 20.7. Now, we can convert this, right? You could take that time, put it into a 100-meter dash. Yeah. This is real shit. If you put the top speed in a 100-meter dash, right, you convert the yards. He's running a 10.6 at that 20.7 miles per hour, right? Okay. 10.6, which is a respectable time. The average D1 athlete at the top level schools, Texas, LSU, Florida,
Alabama,
10.4. That's somebody that's running 100 meters. So we can't say he's not fast, and he's 19. So if we're gonna quote me,
not top 5.
He ain't top 5. I didn't say top 5. I said, is he gonna go down as one of the fastest at the position?
I mean, I love the interview, but that part I was like,
Archie Bunker.
I don't know no Archies that's that motherfucker.
Archie Bunker.
Archie's Bunker, Peyton Manning, Peyton Hannah, Pierre. Hey,
the comment section. You can't. The internet's undefeated.
Man,
read the comments.
The Mannings don't even drive fast in cars.
Read the comments. Read the comments.
Shout to Eli. That's my guy. 10-2.
Okay. Well, okay. So for clarity, we never said that Kamala Harris.
So where we at? Where we at? The Kamala thing or the Manning situation?
We can go back to the Manning because the comments is,
Oh, the comments already.
Yeah,
the internet's undefeated. The internet's undefeated.
I'm not. I can completely live with the comments. I'm not. I can care less.
You're a somebody guy, right?
That's what I'm saying. So if somebody, hold on, Sean. So somebody that says like I can't speak sports, you're absolutely out of your mind.
That's crazy. Yeah. He's
out of your mind. Like literally, my degree is in the history and study of sport. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Your degree is in the history and study of sports.
My master's degree is in physical education and sports pedagogy. That means physical education is the subject and the history and study of sport. That's what my master's degree is in.
The history and study of sport as far as like ancient Greece when they threw a javelin.
No. That means the history of sport.
You funny as hell, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. You can lie about it, but that's
in your master's program, you were studying Michael Jordan's
game winner against Craig Elo.
Yeah,
it goes from the origin of sport to present day. So
that's what I just said. I wasn't trying to be funny.
You were trying to be
studying the fucking.
You actually bro, I know you. So you were trying to be funny. No, you were trying.
I'm saying that.
I'm telling you,
Olympics with Althena when they was throwing a javelin. That's what you were studying. I'm not. That's historical.
All right. So let me give you. Let me give you historical perspective. I'm good because if you're talking about the Olympics is how old?
200 years old, something like that.
Try again. See what I'm saying?
No,
it's not.
I didn't study the history of sports, but I'm just saying that.
But that's what I'm saying. I did.
Listen. Because you're obviously animated about this because this is the first time that you actually made an appearance, right?
No. Because you kept saying my name, so usually I
did bring his name.
We said your name because you text us.
Yeah, I text y'all every episode. Do I not?
True.
We were just referencing what you text us.
No. Answer that. Do I text y'all every episode?
Yes. Well, you text
multiple times throughout the episode.
You text us something that led to a conversation in the show. So we were referencing the text. We were referencing the text.
I said Troy's name like
he said my name. So when you're gonna say my name, I gotta speak for myself. Yeah. I can leave, but I'm saying he said my name. I'll leave. But I would say that the campaign thing. I want you to remember, like, because the people will remember when we said who was gonna win. Yeah, we're just clipping up. That's all.
Well, can we clip it up? Because, like I said, we never said that she was going to lose. We said that Donald Trump.
I said Biden can't win.
We said that there was no way that Biden could win, which historically has been proven accurate because you don't drop out of an election if you're going to win, right? So you admit that the reason why he dropped out of the election is because he wasn't going to win? Do you admit that?
Did he drop out because the chance of a winning was yes?
That's the only reason you drop out.
But that was my stance too. I said, "Yo, this is difficult." And that debate, because it was after the debate we had the conversation. I was like, "That debate." I was saying that
he said it before. We said it way before the debate.
Yeah, a year and a half.
We said that way before.
No. We agree on that. Okay. I'm saying after the debate, I said, "Yo, this is not looking great," but I still think somehow this thing will flip.
And it didn't flip. He got
he left.
That's not flipping. That's a whole different team coming. That's like saying, like, okay, I think the Yankees is gonna win, and then the Yankees get replaced by the Mets.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because that's inaccurate. It's the same team.
It's
they just got a new leader. It's the same.
When has
is it still the Democratic Party?
Of course,
but if you're voting for a Democrat,
I know there's a different candidate.
It's only one team. Of course, it's going to be Democrats because that's the only team. I'm saying that we said that Joe Biden had no chance of winning the presidential election. That held up true because he dropped out because he had no chance of winning the presidential election.
And you also said repeatedly for 6 months that who was going to win the election
because he was running against Joe Biden.
I'm just asking. All right, so then, wait, can you just answer that question?
We said, of course, because when you have
so wait, no, not of course. What was the statement?
That there's no
some
way
people might not be
that there's no way that he's going to lose the election. Context. Donald Trump. That context is important.
Is he still running for president?
You have to let me speak, or it's not going to be.
No, I'm leaving because I want y'all to get back to the show. Okay, but so is he still running for president?
You asked me one question. I'm in the middle of answering, then you asked me another question.
Go.
Context is important. In the United States history, there has never been a president that has been an incumbent president that's running for re-election that dropped out of a race voluntarily. That has never happened in the history of America. So when we're saying that Donald Trump is going to win the election when Joe Biden is running, we're basing this assessment off of his opponent, Joe Biden. Now you have to reassess the situation when a historical event happens. When it did happen, when Joe Biden drops out of the election and there's a new person that's running for president, right? Okay. And after Joe Biden dropped out and Kamala stepped in, we never said that there was no way that she was going to win. We never said that there was no way that he was going to we never said that there was no way that she was not going to win the election. We never said that. And if we did say that, clip it up.
All right.
Show it. Show it on Market Monday.
I'm asking. So there was never a reassessment where y'all said that he still has a great chance of winning, or he's going to win.
That he had a great chance of winning, but we never
still going to win.
We never said that it was no way that he was.
If you did, then I'll say that you didn't say it. But if you clip it up,
what I said specifically was that I still think that he's in favor. But I said it could go either way.
All right, we don't have to debate.
In favor against Kamala?
No, look, we don't have to debate it, guys. Like it's recorded. So if we find it, then we find it. If we don't find it, I don't know if it's there. You're saying it's not there. I'm saying, let's just see.
Well, it's no, you don't have to see. I'm telling you. But if you're saying that what I'm saying is contrary, then clip it up. That's
what I'm saying. I said I don't know if it's there, but if
it's all
right. That's what I said. We don't. It's not even. We don't even have to debate it because if you said it, it's documented.
The thing about this is that it's all documented. It's on YouTube.
Exactly. That's what we're agreeing. I said if it's there, then
and to be more specific, I said that she had a lot of momentum. She had the wave. All of these things were in her favor. That's just a fact. That's documented.
And and I want to be clear. This is no way an endorsement of me saying like, oh, I'm voting for this person or that person. I'm just.
Well, what was Blackout? Who you endorsing?
I still have till November 4th.
Hey, Queen, can I post my little picture?
Your endorsement is who you vote for. So when it's time to vote, then that'll be my endorsement.
Got you.
I'm leaving though, guys. Let's go back. I'm out of here.
Back to regularly scheduled programming.
Yes. Special guest.
Archie Bunker.
Yeah, it's not faster than it's not faster than Michael Vick. I'm like, damn, what? What? Not him. I like him, boy. Hit the little celly after the touchdown. Cool. No, but yeah, the top speed I ain't see, and he fast, but Michael Vick fast.
But just for the record, all the momentum. Ever since she announced that she's going to be president, she's had the momentum. Outside of that quick moment when Trump got shot in the head, she's had the momentum for the last 2 months.
Yep.
There's no debating that. Now, our job is to be objective. So I still don't think that it's a 100% guarantee that she's going to win the election. But if you ask me,
possibility for her, yeah.
But if you ask me today, she has the momentum.
Yeah,
that's a fact. Like, you know what I mean? What you want me to say? She has more momentum than Trump has right now.
And the powers to be love her a lot more. And I think in his last interview, she's looked regal and presidential. Yeah. I'm not talking about History is DA. I'm just talking about like appearance and backing of the people who actually select the fucking president of the United. They're fucking with her.
Okay.
So all y'all in the comments like, no, the powers that be that I've been telling y'all about are fucking with her. So do with that as you will. Uber, Visa, Microsoft, and how you know, bitch, I was there when she threw the party. I know. What's wrong with y'all, man? I'm so fucking tired of y'all. How you know? I saw Dara and that looking like fucking Jason Statham. That's how I know. Come on. You won't even go to Fordham Road and pick up Shorty. I will. I went there to the party. What y'all talk? Oh no, how you know that they're gonna do good regardless of gender disease? Nigga, what? I got 5 years of public proof minimum on the show telling you, okay. All right, I hear you. Vote for who you want to, but I'm telling you, Uber, Visa, MasterCard, great. Visa for sure. So Microsoft, 100 billion in data centers. Y'all want to tell me about Intel infrastructure? Okay. They bought a power plant. Fuck it.
So why do people hate everything positive?
Because they're not in a space where they want to be in their lives. That's one thing I've learned in my Ayanna Van Zant energy I've been on lately. People only hate what they can't create themselves. Because if you really hate something, or if you don't care about something, you won't say a thing. You will be agnostic to it. You'll be okay. A lot of times when you don't have talent or skill set, the only thing you can do is destroy or try to demean. Like women go through this all the time. Like if I see a dude like bash this girl on the internet and it's like, oh, she's a terrible person and she did this, I'm like, you have nothing going. You have no other options. You have no career prospects. Like, because if you had shit going, you wouldn't even on an exit behave that way. And a lot of people are not happy with themselves because they haven't done the work on themselves to be better. So, yeah, fix your life. What do you think?
Fix your life.
Fix your life.
Fix your life. The fix your life play.
Yeah, you have to.
Positivity is never going to be as attractive as negativity. Unfortunately, it's the world that we live in.
Not immediate for sure. Yeah,
it's the world that we live in. So negativity is more attractive. So people hate things that's positive because they have insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of makes you think like, damn, like, if they could do it, then I can do it. And if I can do it and I didn't do it, then that means that I'm a failure. So to rationalize why you didn't do it, you say, oh, well, it's because they're Illuminati. That's why they would do it. Because they sold their souls to the devil, or because that makes you sleep better at night. Because you can say, well, at least I didn't sell my soul.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucked up, but at least I didn't sell my soul.
And if I was Illuminati, you don't think I would have called the Rose Crucifixion and come get some of y'all? I would have been made my little one. Soon get my paperwork. Hey, go drone strike. Go get him. What? No. And then just have faith and realize that things take time. You guys are seeing our success now. You don't see the years prior. Like, I first started posting. I was looking the other day. I started posting about investing on Facebook in 2009. It's about to be 2025. You want to get here now. Okay, it takes time. You have to have belief in yourself and constant work on your craft. So, and be happy for when I saw other people get hot and cooking, I show love. Show love amongst the other people. I'm happy to see Wallow come out and do his book. I was talking to Rocky the other day, like happy for her. Joe took off. I was happy for him. When Etwan made it to the league, happy. I'm like, bro, be happy for people that are cooking. Like, so, but people really don't hate others. They really hate what they have not accomplished. So
that's a fact.
Just focus on you.
Confused admiration.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we leave, a toxic take is a woman with a child that has an active father a deal breaker?
No. Would I prefer a woman without child?
Like Would you prefer a deadbeat?
A previous situation, he was a deadbeat.
This is toxic, but it's actually a real conversation.
It's a real conversation. What I prefer, I prefer what's best for the child. But in a previous relationship, the father wasn't active. So, I don't know. And me being a rich baby daddy myself, I know it does cause some pressure and some issues in other relationships. So I would prefer a woman to not be with child if we're gonna date. But if you know, what do I know, Rashad?
So you prefer if a woman did not have a child,
mm-hmm.
And if they did,
if you have a child, I don't mind it.
And if they did have a child, you would prefer if the father was not in the Chevelle's life.
I don't have no choice over that. I'm like,
no. I'm not saying what you had a choice. I'm just saying what
I prefer.
What would be easier?
Well, I'll say in the instance where the child was not active, she wasn't best for me, so I don't know. I'm gonna love the kids regardless.
Have you ever been in a situation where you dated somebody that had a kid and the kid's father is actively in the kid's life?
I ain't keep him around long enough to even care.
Figure it out.
Yeah. So yeah, have I dated that had? Yeah. It was active. Then I got active, and then so these are just jokes written by 85 South. Yeah. Hey, and don't text me 2 weeks later talking about, oh my God, that's how y'all take it. So immature, girl. Shut the fuck up, yo, and leave me be. Please. Let me entertain. You knew I was like this when you met me. Please stop. I can't believe you tell the public our business. They ain't thinking about you. Not one bit. They ain't seen you on these last few little trips, you know what I mean, all year. They don't care, mama. I didn't even like her for you anyway. Really. Gotcha. So. But I'm still in Lover Boy vibes. I'm still doing work to be a better man in every way.
What are you doing?
Book with me and shit?
What are you doing to become a better person?
Meditate, pray, learn to be patient, thoughtful, communicate better, more expressive, slow to anger. Focus on me, health, fasting, all of it. Picking the right people who should be around. Yeah, you thought you was gonna trip me up. I had an answer for that. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just asking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just be kind.
That's important. That's important.
Hold on, I got a little book too. Yeah, I'm about to get in my bag for real. Market Mondays. Hey, it's not an endorsement of the book, but hey, Book of the Week by Kathy Kurt. Yeah.
Attached. Yep. What is that about? What's that about?
How to learn people's attachment styles and know which ones are best for you.
Attachment styles?
Yeah, because some people have trauma, so they'll like have negative attachment, positive. So it's a good thing to learn. It's I'm like probably halfway through. So learning what like dangerous people have with certain attachments. So yeah, how to fix good relationships if you're anxious and shit like that. So
you think everybody has trauma?
If you're Black in America, yeah. Sure. Like I think it's unavoidable. Yeah, but I think everybody has trauma. If you're Black in this country. Just living here is traumatic to say the least. But
last question before we leave. If you're in a relationship where you're talking to somebody for extended period of time and you find out that they have a close friends and you're not in their close friends, what does that mean to you?
Violation.
if you were not if they have a green circle and you were not added to that green circle.
Okay, how long y'all been talking?
2 months, 3 months?
3 months, crazy work. Yeah.
3 months, 4 months. What? Yeah. If y'all locked in, might not be a relationship, but y'all locked in.
But y'all vibing, y'all.
And they have close friends.
Yeah.
And you are not in their close friends. How do you feel about that?
You gotta wrap it up.
That's a deal breaker.
I mean, because even with me, like if I bust a move, if I put you in the close friends, like I vibe with you, I'm gonna let you see the good and bad. If you got the little status,
you have close friends?
Yeah.
I'm not in your close friends.
Yes, you are. I just don't post on there a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. Boy, trying to trip me up. Yeah, I'll do too much. You know what I mean? But doing like the little hurricane in Houston I was. You know what I mean? Yeah. Other than that, not too much. Yeah. So if she had it, I would be like, damn, that's crazy. You don't fuck with me enough to put me in the inner circle of the. But the other side is like what you showing that don't want to be seen.
And that leads to curiosity, because some people and their close friends, it's like, why you have a close? Because some people just post random nonsense, and like some people's close friends are just stupid.
Yeah, they'd be scrambling eggs and shit in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Put this on the main story. My God, what you doing? I don't see you sleeping in your close friends, motherfucker. I don't want to see that on the main story. What?
Oh my God! Yeah. But no, if you're with somebody, they should be in your. I don't have close friends.
That's smart.
But if you're with somebody and you don't have them in your close friends,
that's wild.
It feels to me like you're hiding something.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, but what do I know? Y'all gonna say it's toxic, but fellas, look out. If your girl go live and announce the breakup, tough recruitment tool. Cool. I'm just gonna work on me for the next few months. All them little posts with the love quotes at the bottom. Start to wrap it up, y'all. It is what it is, yo.
It is what it is. Cameron and Mace.
For real, it is what it is. What can you do? So, and be a man. Just launch the shit on your main page. Don't soft launch, not just launch. Nah, we don't need no slow build up because hey, cool, pop out. It's almost holiday time too. Ooh, boy. Hey. So, and if you're a friend or recruit, I'll put you in the close friends.
Or recruit.
You gotta put the recruits in there. Let them know.
The recruit.
That's what you chose to do? Yes, you see. What?
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Absolutely.
All right, guys.
I had a friend, Brenda friend, if you're doing what you're supposed to do right. Hey.
Okay, guys. Another eventful blackout.
So much you want to say, right?
Blackout's always a fun show, man. It's a fun show.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Not to be taken too seriously.
No.
It's just entertainment. Just entertainment. That's all. But tomorrow, we AI live stream 9:00 with X education at the highest level. If you want to know about AI, if you want to know how you can make money with AI,
it's important. ChatGPT is the #1 app I use every day and best employee I've ever had. Hands down.
Hands down.
Yep.
Hands down, man down. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been real.
And pick your poison, big girl. I came on being toxic top of the year with Blackout to keep him off of me. Now I go on my lover boy bag and you mad. You gotta pick a poison, yo. I told you, let me just be crazy. So they stay away. Now they're seeing, oh my God. He's learning how to be a better man and being softer. Oh my God. And your skincare routine. I love the jacket you had on last week. I bet you did. Got you. Brooklyn Chop, say less. 4 dates back to back. What's up?
Oh man.
All day date night. What's up?
All day date night. Okay. Oh man.
Hey.
It's the world that we live in, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
All right. This has been real. Stay safe out there.
Love y'all.
We'll see you on the other side.